Dear students, today we will start the chapter that is inorganic portion, group 18 elements. So the elements of this group are helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon and radon. If we write down the atomic numbers and symbolic representation of these elements, the first element that is helium, He, neon, Ne, argon, Ar, krypton, Kr, xenon, Xe, radon, Rn. By the use of these magic numbers, we can determine the atomic number of this group of elements. Helium, that the atomic number that is 2. So by the addition of 8, we can get that 10. Then by addition of 8, again 18. By the addition of 18, 36. By the addition of 18, again that is 54. And by the addition of 32, that is 86. So the elements are helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon, radon, and their atomic numbers are that is 2, 10, 18, 36, 54, and 86. So we can write their electronic configuration. The first one, 1s2. Second one, 1s2, 2s2, 2p6. Third one, 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6. And krypton, the last cell electronic configuration, that is 4s2, 4p6. And xenon, that is last cell electronic configuration, 5s2, 5p6. And radon, that is 6s2, 6p6. So except that is helium, except that helium, the rest of all the elements, they are having the general electronic configuration ns2, np6, that is 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 4s2, 4p6, 5s2, 5p6, and 6s2, 6p6. So except this one, this is the exceptional electronic configuration. So the general electronic configuration for this group of elements, that is ns2, np6, except, that is helium. So ns2, np6 means last electron that enters into p subshell, last electron that enters into p subshell. Therefore, these are the elements of that p block. P block elements. These are the elements of that P block. This is the exception one. So the group number for that P block element group is equal to 10 plus number of electron present in outer S and outer P. So 10 plus 2 plus, that is 6, that is group 18. Therefore, this group of elements, that is known as group 18 elements, that is group 18 elements. Group 18 elements. So this is the regarding that electronic configurations, symbolic representation of elements, their atomic numbers and electronic configurations and placement in the periodic table. That is, these are the elements of group 18 of this periodic table. And regarding the abundance in nature, the argon, that is most abundance in the atmosphere, that is most abundance in atmosphere, and radon, that is treated as radioactive element. Radon, that is radioactive element, that is not found in atmosphere. Radon, that is obtained from the radioactive decay of radium. Radium, from that radium term, the radon term that is coming out. So this is the radioactive element that is obtained from radioactive disintegration of radon, that is radium, Ra. From Ra, the term that is Rn, radon. Helium, that is found in the atmosphere of the sun. because of the nuclear fusion, that is nuclear fusion of hydrogen to combine that helium. And argon most abundant. This is one of the most important question, short question, that is which inert gas that is present in atmosphere to maximum extent. So argon, that is the most abundant gas, and radon, that is not found in atmosphere, and that is xenon, that is least abundance. Least abundance, that is xenon, not found in atmosphere. Not found in atmosphere, that is radon. And this is obtained from that radioactive decay. So this is regarding the elements, that is helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon, radon, regarding their atomic numbers, symbolic representations, and that is allotonic configuration. This is one the exceptional allotonic configuration. The question is, why helium, although the p subshell is not fully filled, what for that is kept in? That is group 18 elements, where the general allotonic configuration is ns to np6. The answer is helium, that is first shell, that is fully filled. First shell is fully filled, and because of that region, that is inert. Due to that region, that is kept in group 18 of this period table. Next we will say, that is regarding the different uses of this group of elements. So regarding that uses of helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon, and radon, we will go one by one. Then what is the use of, that is helium? Helium, that is used by weather balloon. Weather balloon, that is used by sea diver. Sea diver, that is used by that sea divers, and also that is asthma patient. That is mixture of helium and oxygen. So the mixture of helium and oxygen, that is used by that sea divers and also by that asthma patients. That is next one, low temperature measurements. Low temperature measurements, that is otherwise known as cryogenics. Low temperature measurement, that is also known as cryogenics. So regarding this uses of, that is helium, that is used in weather balloons, that is used by that sea divers and asthma patients. They will use the mixture of helium and oxygen. Then next one, that is low temperature measurements. The question is, helium, that is having more massive than that hydrogen, still then what for that is used? Because helium non-inflammable. That is non-inflammable. So because of non-inflammability nature of that helium, that is used in the weather balloons. Next we will say, what are the different uses of that neon? Neon, that is used in beacons light and for the preparation of, that is colored glow. So neon, that is used in beacon light. What for that is used? Because this can penetrate through, that is fog. Therefore that is used in beacon light. Then that has the ability to produce colored glow without the mercury. Then next one, that is uses of argon, krypton, xenon, that is used in electric bulbs. That is in electric bulbs, and also to create inert atmosphere during welding. So argon, krypton and xenon, they are used in electric bulbs, radio valves also, create inert atmosphere during that welding. That is the use of that argon, krypton and xenon. Last one, that is radon. Radon, that is radioactive. It has the ability to produce alpha, beta, gamma radiations. Therefore, that is used for treatment of cancer. So that is used for the treatment of cancer. And also for tracer study. So these are the different uses of, that is inert gases. Helium, that is used in weather balloon by that sea divers and asthma patients. That is meant for that low temperature measurements, otherwise known as cryogenics. That is because of non-inflammability nature. Instead of that hydrogen, we are using that helium. Neon, that is used in beacon light because it can penetrate through, that is fog. And that has the ability to produce, that is colored glue. Next one, argon, krypton and xenon, that is used in electric bulbs and also to create, that is inert atmosphere during that welding. Radon, that is radioactive nature. It has the ability to produce alpha, beta and gamma radiations, and that is meant for the treatment of the cancer, and that is for the tracer study. So these are the different uses of that is inert gas elements. Next we will say that is regarding the placement of these elements in the periodic table. We have explained the position of that elements in group 18, but these elements, if we will mark or if we will say these are the group 18 elements, if we will round up this periodic table in this one, that is modern periodic table of the elements, that is long form. If we will round up this table, then what is the placement of this group 18 elements? Group 18, group 17, and these are the group 1 elements. These are the group 1 elements, group 18 elements, group 17. So helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon, radon. So these are the elements of group 18. So before that group, that is fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine and astatine. And after that group, that is hydrogen, lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium and francium. So this group of element, that is group 18 elements, they are placed in between highly electronegative element, that is group 17, that is halogens, and highly active elements, that is group 1 elements, that is alkali metals, that is hydrogen, lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium and francium. So we can say the group 18 elements are present in between, that is more electronegative element and more electropositive element. These elements, they have the ability to lose 1 electron. These elements, they have the ability to gain 1 electron to have that octet. For example, fluorine, that fluorine element, that will have that electronic conference from neon by the gain of 1 electron. Fluorine 1s2, 2s2, 2p5 by the gain of 1 electron, that becomes to 1s2, 2s2, 2p6. Then sodium 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s1. So this element has the ability to lose 1 electron to have that neon. Let us see how that electronic configuration, that helps to identify the placement of the element. For example, fluorine, neon and sodium. Fluorine, that is 2s2, outermost shell electronic configuration 2s2, 2p5. Sodium, that is 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 2p6, 3s1. Then what about this electronic configuration of that neon? Outermost shell, that is 2s2, to p6. So this group of element will accept one electron to have that octet. This group of element has the ability to lose one number of electron to have that octet. So these are the electronegative group. These are the electropositive group. So this group of element has the ability to gain one electron to have that octet. This group of element has the ability to lose one number of electron to have that octet. Therefore, this group of element has no ability to lose, no ability to gain. Therefore, these are inert group. So this is regarding the placement of these elements, that is group 18 elements, that is helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon, radon, etc. These are the in the period table. So broadly we can say these are present in between highly electropositive element and highly electronegative element. So next we'll see the different terms related with, that is the group 18 elements. So the group 18 elements are treated as, that is inert gases. What is the meaning of that inert? They have no ability to combine. They have no ability to combine chemically to form that compounds. So these group 18 elements are treated as inert gases. What for inert? So this group of elements, they are having stable octet electronic configuration, that is NS2 NP6, that is except helium. So NS2 NP6 means the A subcell that is fully filled, that contain paired electron, and P subcell that is having 3 orbitals. P subcell having 3 orbitals, Px, Py and Pz. So Px that contain 2 electrons paired, Py contain 2 electrons paired, and Pz that contain 2 electrons, that is also paired. So in case of, that is group 18 elements, there is no such unpaired electron to form compounds. That is a stable octet electronic configuration is satisfied. Next one, that is Cp by Cv. Then what is the meaning of that Cp and Cv? That is heat capacity at constant pressure and heat capacity at constant volume. The value that is found to be, that is 1.66. That is meant for this value that indicates for that monoatomic gases. So 1.66 means that is monoatomic they have high value of ionization potential. So this group of elements, they are having high value of ionization potential, which indicates that they have no ability to lose electron. Means cation formation is not possible. So high value of ionization potential, because of that stable electronic configuration, therefore they have no ability to lose electron to form cation. And next one, that is 0 value of electron affinity or electron gain enthalpy is positive, highly positive. So they have 0 value of electron affinity, means they have no ability to gain electron. So anion formation is not possible. So in this case, cation formation is not possible because of high value of ionization potential. Anion formation is not possible because of that 0 value of electron affinity, or that is no electron affinity. Or electron gain enthalpy, we can say electron gain enthalpy that is highly positive. And we can say that is NB, that is bond order. Bond order for that 0 group elements, that is equal to 0. That is half of NB minus Na, half of Nb minus Na, that is equal to 0. Means there is no such formation of that compound, that is molecule. Hydrogen that forms H2, oxygen that forms O2, neon has no ability to form Ne2, helium has no ability to form He2, because in this case number of electron present in bonding, that becomes equal to number of electron present in anti-bonding. This is from that molecular orbital theory. So according to that molecular orbital theory, whenever the bond order that is 0 or Nb is equal to Na, that is the number of electron present in bonding and anti-bonding are same, then bond order 0, and in that case there is no formation of that molecule. So all the different regions, that is the group 18 elements are treated as inert. So inert means they have no ability to form compound because of stable octet electron configuration, high value of ionization potential, no formation of cation, 0 value of electron affinity, there is no chance of formation of anion, no anion formed, no cation formed. Because of stable electron configuration, there is no chance of, that is, formation of that covalent bond by mutual sharing. So even if they have no ability to form, that is diatomic molecules, that is just like H2 or He2, no, not formed, because in that case that is Cp by Cv is equal to 1.66, which indicates for that monoatomic, and also bond order that is found to be 0, which indicates that there is no such formation of that compound. So this is the region, these are the regions for the element, group 18 elements are treated as inert gases. Then these are treated as rare gas. Rare gas means that is least abundant in atmosphere. What for? You know, that is oxygen, nitrogen that is present in the atmosphere, largest amount, that is about 78%, and oxygen that is about 21%, more than that, 21%. So that is found to be 99%. So rest 1% being that helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon. Radon is not found in atmosphere. So only 1% or less than that, that is present in the atmosphere, that is your helium, that is the inert gases, that is therefore that is treated as rare gas, that is very little in the atmosphere. So these are defined as gases of atmosphere. These are treated as gases of atmosphere because they are present along with these atmospheric gases. They are present along with these atmospheric gases, that is like, that is oxygen, nitrogen, carbon dioxide, etc. So therefore these are treated as gases of the atmosphere. Nowadays the better term that can be used for this group 18 elements, these are treated as, that is, noble gases. So these are better term that can be used for this 0 group elements or the inert gases, or you can take group 18 elements, that is noble gases. Why noble gases? Because krypton and xenon, they only these two elements, they have the ability to combine with that most electronegative element, small sized element, fluorine 4.0 and oxygen, that is 3.5. So why the term noble gas? Particularly these two elements of this group, that is krypton and xenon, they have the ability to combine with that particular elements of this periodic table, that is fluorine and oxygen, which are highly electronegative elements and small in size, to form these compounds like Xe, F2, Xe, F4, Xe, F6, Xe, OF4, Xe, O2F2, Xe, that is O3, Xe, O3, etc. So among this group of elements, that is xenon have the ability to form compounds easily, but not the other group elements, and krypton to some extent that have the ability to form compounds, and helium and neon. Helium, neon, argon has no ability to form compounds. Helium, neon and argon, they have no ability to form compounds. Only krypton and xenon that have the ability to form compounds, and among them, that is xenon has the ability to form maximum, or that have the ability to form compounds easily with this more electronegative element fluorine and oxygen. The first element compound that has been detected, xenon compound that has been detected in 1962. In 1962, that is PTXeF6 by Bartlett. So in 1962, these are the, we have discussed regarding that these are the inert gases. Still then, why the term that is treated as noble gases? Because the first compound that has been detected by Bartlett, that is PTXeF6 in 1962. So scientists believe that the compounds of that is xenon may be possible with that of the fluorine and oxygen, which are more electronegative. In the coming class, we will discuss regarding these ones, the structure of these ones, why they have no ability to form compounds. So today we have discussed regarding, briefly discussed regarding, that is elements helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon, radon, their electronic configurations, and the different uses, the uses of helium, uses of neon, argon, krypton, xenon, radon, why the different terms that has been used for this group 18 elements. Why these are rare gases? Because they are present in atmosphere to very little amount. Even if the carbon dioxide, that is 0.03%. So these gases, that is less than 1%. Gases of atmosphere, because they are present in atmosphere along with these atmospheric gases. Inert gases, these are the reasons for that inert nature of these gases, and the noble gases, particularly these two elements of this group, they have the ability to combine only two elements of this period table to form these compounds. So in the coming class, we will discuss regarding why they have no ability to form compound, why the compounds are possible, and regarding the formation of these compounds, their structures, and their chemical properties. Thank you all.